This is, you hear these shots. I'm just saying, dog, that's me. Just throw the ball up. But it's just it's a shot. It's not that hard. It's not what it feels like, what it look like. What is it? You have to shoot it as such, though. Mine, I was made to chase one in. I thought mine was going in. When I missed it, I didn't say, I didn't do none of that. I made this do. I just said, man, I know Che got me. I ain't do nothing. This is a shot. I make some, I miss some. I'm not gonna make all of them. I know who I am. You understand it? It don't change based on the missed shot. Me going over 7, over 5 in the first, it don't change who I am. They in trouble. I was focused when the game started. I was over 5 at the half. I'm more focused in the second half. I'm not gonna go, man, I got to do nothing but be me. Oh, he got us to the damn half. Ain't no second half without that. All right? Hanging in there. Say, coach, glad you trusted me. I'm like, bro, trust you? Shit, I love you. I always had trust in you. We kept saying he do. JR just said, he said, man, yo, the next one going in. And you shot it, dog, and it went in. He said it before it even happened. Sitting right there on the bench. Didn't even get in the second half. But he still was locked in on your shot. All right? Dude, it's what it is. The team, yeah? We all trying to get that one goal. And when it happens, man, it's going to be a glorious thing.
I'm not done.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.
What's up, dog? Wow. Man, great preparation for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow, we'll handle business. You know what I'm saying? One step closer to the goal. One step closer.
They say half how you skinny, but a heavyweight. They say when it's about that cash, you ain't never.
I'm gonna treat y'all fresh like how I'm gonna treat my freshman year. I'm gonna treat them how they treated me my freshman year, man. Carry the speaker, man.
How they treat you?
Bro, carry everything, bro. Carry my bag. Bro, put this stuff on the bus. Nuts.
Did you start your freshman year?
Yes, I did. Leading scorer in the whole state of Maryland my freshman year.
How much you average your freshman year?
29.7.
So at what point did you feel like you knew, like, you was like, you know what I'm saying, like you really could do this? Like at what point did you really start believe?
7th grade winner.
What changed?
Confidence changed.
What gave you the confidence?
Just seeing the production happen. Like watching myself make stuff happen that I wanted to. And that's why I'm like, all right, I can do something here. And ever since then, we've been rolling and rolling. But like my 9th grade year, like that kind of showed like, all right, I can be at Largo and still do what I'm saying.
box out. We're not, can't have that, no. Get a rebound, use the ball, whatever. You sitting there watching, he's blocking shots. And they not making initial shots around the band because they having a hard time scoring over the length, but you didn't touch nobody. You wasn't over yesterday. You have to, to win the Chase Champions, you have to rebound the ball. Be smart, you don't need to be reaching that forward from the basket. We're good. And you guys got to resist the urge to do that because it's there. No. We're going to take what we want, not what they're trying to give us.
What was that atmosphere like to just play in and just get that support and then the way that you guys performed?
They were a good team, you know what I'm saying? They had a bunch of good players. They had my guy Jonas, you know what I'm saying? He had a good game. but it just wasn't enough. I mean, it was over from the jump. I mean, we started off with 5 straight threes by Jalen. He hit 5 in a row. And after that, it was currents. Just because, like, how do you come back from that? Like, they didn't call a timeout. They didn't try to foul nobody. It was just straight buckets, buckets, buckets. And once that happened, we knew the game was won. And then immediately, once he won that game, our mind shifted to the next one, which was the Final Four.
Do that shit outside. Trying to win something, man. Your feelings ain't more important than his feelings. He didn't have a good game in the state last year. Played 32 seconds and didn't get back in. Almost a little too big for him, and I couldn't help him. That's our fault. We got to coach him up better. The 2 boys downstairs doing the ice bath right now, crying like the little boys from Thomas Stone was crying last night. And the boys from Cross, the boys from Fairmont, and Ty, and Zion from Fairmont, they couldn't control him. He was running around the damn gym in real time, in front of 600 people, having a damn moment. Them 2 dudes downstairs, him and him and him, they had it in front of 6,000 people last year. 6,000 with nowhere to go. And then had to stay and watch them get their trophy. The other team, we left something there, we had to go back and get it. You understand that?
Yes, coach.
You're 2 steps from getting there. It's 1 step at a time. Everybody got to step up and do their part. They be in your feelings. Come on, man. Pain? Come on, dog. I've been there 5 times in Maryland. They left out that joint hugging people 4 times. That was crying. 08, only time. Right in the wall over there. The only time. My bad right there. That's the girl side, the boy side. Only time. But understand, I've been doing this for 30 years, man. That's 29 years the motherfuckers crying on my goddamn shoulder, dog. And it ain't been fucking happy. You understand that? 29 fucking years. And every year you sign up for this shit as a coach or a player, you know it's gonna be somebody fucking crying. I ain't doing this shit this year. You understand that?
Yes, cool.
That's why you can't be in your fucking feelings. And everything I just said ain't got shit to do with you. But it has everything to do with you.
Yeah, random.
We get the plane all set up for playoffs, thinking it was at 7.
I feel real good. I think we should win by a lot of points. We should be all right.
All right, man. Make them better, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for calling back.
Of course, Coach. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. That's sweet. Little motivation. Did you get them in the call? Did you go see them?
I couldn't see them. I tried to peek over your head, but I don't want to get in the camera.
You think you want to get her an actual player of the year?
I hope I win Gatorade. That's just been like the goal.
I can imagine. I thought you would. I mean, that's the.
I want to win that though. I feel like I've done a lot to win it though. Like I feel like once we win the state championship, I feel like they don't have no choice but to do it. So I mean, that's what I'm just more excited about. Is the fact of like it happening like that.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for it. Now it's time to get on the bus. No business. We're all in full sweat. But Sean's shirt, like Sean had to change his like entire outfit. And Sean like, bro, even Sean called out last night. Sean was like, bro, I got 2 practices left. What do you think I'm here for? Like, I'm like, okay.
He ain't trying to take his jersey off.
Hell no.
Trying to win it. That's good. He's focused.
Shit, we win it. Sean don't got to take the jersey off. Sean take it home.
Take that home. Put it in
Sean take it home. I would say this. Once we got out the county, we were fine. I think that's been the mentality for every county team. If you look in the past 3 years, us, Douglas, and I want to say Douglas again, who's been in the state championship. Everyone that comes out of the county ends up getting there. So it's like whoever makes out the county is guaranteed, like you getting there no matter what. So in our mind was just handle business. The energy before the game was crazy. We were running up and down the hallways.
I We gon' chop on your murders and robberies. I make up in the street, tell me to go up to OCD boys. I stay yesterday, but I stay on the
And everybody's like, well, like, what's that sound? What's that sound? And they like, man, that's Largo warming up. And everybody was like, oh man, like it's about to get real. And then plus playing in North Point, I mean, the travel was something serious. We took naps, woke up, took naps again. We like, oh, we still not here. But I mean, I would say those things are the things that make it worth it. Just making sure like we're handling business for like not only the community but for everybody.
Hey, Largo. 10-6. Largo. 10-6. Coaches. Yes, sir.
Number 0, Jalen Johnson. Number 1, Cameron York. Number 10, Rudy Joseph. And number 44,
Is that kind of like, you know, just showing people like, hey, I'm that guy? Or is it just like, you're playing your game and then if those moments come, then it's just like, I'll take the moment when it gets to me?
I would say just playing the game to win. And then of course, like at some point in the game, they need you to be the guy. So I feel like when it's time to be the guy, like you gonna do what the guy does, handle business. So I wouldn't say I go out here like, oh, I'm trying to know somebody, or you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make a highlight play. I feel like those things just come naturally because like if you're the guy, you're gonna make highlight plays because you're the guy. So I feel like those things just come naturally.
Just follow the ball.
Good trades.
Who's that?
That's number one. PG1.
Hold on, coach. 105.
That do-rag is crazy.
Nah, but like, you gotta think like he's 30 years old, man. Like,
What are we doing? Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey. Motherfucker ignored me. Hey, Timmy. What?
oh, we running! Oh, fuck!
Take her the ball. Take her the boards. All right. Pace. Pace makes waste. That's the saying. All right. Meaning when you're going too fast and when you don't have an exit plan.
I wrote this in March, 7:32. Last year, 7:32. You was in tears. You was in tears. Y'all was in tears. Y'all was in tears. We got a chance to change that. Me personally, I'm not leaving the locker room without those type of tears. We reached our goal. We got where we wanted to be. Now let's finish it off right. If you're not rocking with us tomorrow, you can watch, but just get out our way, because we didn't came too far. And I'm proud of y'all, because we reached our goal. The job not finished. Refuse to have a different set of conversation tomorrow. And I'll write that time down too, but for a better reason. So, man, we here.
Like Coach Timmy said, we all on one mission. It's only one team tomorrow that's going to turn in their stuff, and it ain't going to be us. You win, you keep your jerseys.
OSC commitment, fellas, let's do it! We not leave without that freedom out! Log on to failure, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7!
I hate that guy.
Okay, so going back into the state championship game, there's just a lot of just feelings involved, because the last time you were in that gym, it was just like what I call the moment that really changed your life, because at the end of the day, seeing you sit there and like talk about, we're gonna be here again, we're gonna do this again, it's like, it really lit a fire under you, where it's like, I watched a lot of your interviews, I studied you a lot, and it's just like, that interview there, I'd never seen, I guess kind of what you said, winning cures at all. It's like that level of disappointment, that level of pain, you never really shared or expressed to anyone. So it's just like seeing you that defeated in the way that you responded, I feel like kind of made you the player that you are, where it's like, who knows if you become the player that you are if you win that state title, because that fire may never have been lit. So it's just like, do you ever get that sense when you walk back in that gym where like a lot of those feelings kind of came back? Like, what was that for you when you first walked in?
I would say it hit me when we first got there for sure. Like, just like looking at the court is like I don't want to go through that again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like watching another team hoist a trophy that deserves to be ours. Those things are things that hurt someone, like actually cause pain. And I was one of those guys that just never lived it down. Like, I was heartbroken about it. I don't think I've still watched the state championship game to this day. I don't think I've still watched it, just because like it's just too much grief in that one. Just because how hard we worked, how many games we won that we probably weren't supposed to win, and then just the emotions from the game just was like, man, like, what are we supposed to do in that time? And then, you know what I'm saying, of course, you look at the media things, and if you watch the whole interview, like, it was some questions that kind of was like, I'm saying, you gonna ask me this now? Like, really, like, you know what I'm saying, like, did you feel rattled? Did you feel like you played your best? Do you feel like you didn't do enough? And it's like, those things to a 16-year-old kid is like, dang, like, they feel like I didn't do enough. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I just turned 16, and I'm like, dang, like, you basically let everybody down is what I was hearing. So I'm like, man, like, I don't ever want to feel that again at all. Like, that's something that kind of changed my whole perspective. Like, all right, you got to work harder. Like, you got to really do what you're supposed to do and handle business every time, because it's always someone that's doubting you, or always someone that has something to say that, you know what I'm saying, could really, like, affect someone, how they handle business. So me, that just was always in my mind. Like, I'm never going to give nobody an opportunity or even give nobody a chance to really tell me, like, you didn't do enough, or you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that guy today.
We're back. We gotta give the people what they want. We was born champions. We just turned so time to prove ourselves.
start and you hit that three. So like, talk about the emotion after hitting that three. Do you feel like it was a sense of relief, or like it just seemed like you were really tuned in? So was it just like I'm here and I'm gonna show you guys like I'll never be that person that lets you down, even just lets myself down?
I mean, really, I would say that's like every Hooper's dream. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, always when you see that first shot or you see that first shot where you go in, it's like, all right, everything's good now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done found the groove. I done seen one go in. All right, but I know what I need to do. I wouldn't really say it was about anybody else in that moment. It was kind of really about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you hit that shot. Now you just got to keep being consistent and really just, like, win the game. Win the time, win the possession. And that's all I was thinking about. And then now it's just like, you look back at it, it's like, man, like we was really like locked in the whole game. Like we had a common goal and we knew what it was. And then just depending on my teammates to help me get there. And then everybody was all happy and cool. But I mean, if you go back, and this crazy thing is, because me and JR were just talking about it a couple days ago, but I mean, if you really go back and watch the interviews, from the first time we lost, everyone was like, man, like, what happened? Like, why didn't you be the guy today? To the second time when everybody was asking me, well, what makes you the guy? What makes you the guy? Like, I mean, I had a moment. I was like, well, last year y'all asked me why I wasn't the guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, respectfully, like, you know what I'm saying? I want you guys to really understand, like, I really am the guy from this year, not last year, that kind of let everybody down. It was more so like, I want y'all to like eat y'all words now. Like, I can't say I disappoint nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I wasn't the guy today when I really was.
Talk through about the moment of just like the zeros hit the clock, we won the game, we did everything we needed to do, and you've realized not only did you win a state championship with your father, but your brother's also on the team, and then now you and your mother get to do a redo of her putting down the championship necklace over, the championship medal over your head. It's like, what was that moment for you to like finally come full circle to winning with your family? Like, what was that?
I think it was a solidifying moment that my legacy at Largo was done. Not done, but that it was solidified. Like, I think that solidified me as the best player in Largo history. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, well, I mean, it could be Abdul. That's big bro. Could be Abdul, could be Derek Coulter, could be Kwame, could be all these guys. And in my head, I'm like, well, they haven't done what I've done. But also, those guys have rings. And it was like, well, a ring kind of carries everything. Like with LeBron and Jordan, like, oh, well, Jordan got 6 rings, Bron got 6 rings. So it's like, well, Jordan won more than Bron. But I think that's kind of when it was like, all right, well, if I get a ring, they can't say I'm not the guy no more. Like, they can't say I'm not the best. So I think that's kind of solidified that, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's that. Like, he's actually who he says he's supposed to be. And then, of course, fairing like my brother, I mean, he's a freshman. He can get 3 more if he wants to. And he could be the first, he really could be the first player in Largo history to have 4 rings in a row, if he wants it. But then my mom, my dad, like, everyone has a ring in the family now. So, you know what I'm saying? Moms can't clown us no more, like, hey, I don't got a ring, but I do, and those things like that. So I think it was more so just a family moment, and I kind of enjoyed that part. That was kind of the milestone for it.
Lucane, I've been telling you for the past month. You know why I came here, bro. This is all we came here for. You know it's the money squad, bro. Money. What can they say now? What can they really say now?
All this.
What can they really say now?
Largo this, Largo that.
Largo this, Largo that.
What are we gonna say now, man?
What can they say now?
Stay champs.
We got a goalie shirt for
Stay champs. What can they really say now?
I don't even sound early in the
What can they really say now? They see who's answers here.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Not worry about it.
You see who got the states, man. I would say last year, they just had the size advantage on us. Like, but we're still in the game. And that just shows how good of a coaching staff we have. But this year, I mean, we all had one common goal. And it was like, regardless of how many games we win, how many games we lose, like, we want to be here. I mean, we lost 2 games this year, but we started to keep each other together, and that's why we're here now.
I feel like, all week in practice, they thought I was joking, but I was so serious. Like, I was screaming heart, loyalty, commitment all practice. Like, I was screaming it all practice. Like, they thought I was joking, but it's like, I was so serious, bro. And like, we here now, and we all went out there, we showed heart, loyalty, and commitment. And no matter how much they thought I was joking, the energy was all there, all practice. So I feel like the preparation from this week in practice showed in the game today.
James Evans here with the Huddle, but I'm here with Cam Moore. Cam, man, tough week, man. 3rd championship for the Largo Lions. Talk to us about the preparation going into the week.
Man, preparation was all about trying to win this game. I mean, in practice, we was competing all week, and we knew what it took to win the state championship just because of last year, and we came through, and now we state champions.
The first championship of you being at Largo High School, talk about how special that feeling is.
Man, it's special just for the community. Like, they've always had our backs, and now we get a chance to repay them with the state championship, so it all means the world to me.
You talk about the community, man. The fans, they seem to be really into it. Talk about how important that is to you.
Man, just watching them, like, just say Largo, like, just as hard as they can the whole time, it meant a lot to us, and that's the reason why we kept playing, like even through all the adversity.
How it feel, man?
Man, I told you this, man. I told you this from the first week, man. I told you this from week 1, what it was, man.
Long time coming, man. They ain't believe they was talking all that smack.
Bro, didn't believe. Bro, Doorman Bob called it first.
Doorman Bob called it first?
Called it 3 weeks ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I did.
Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. 2 words, 6 letters. Make sure you put that in the video. I told them, right, we was gonna be back. I told them we was gonna be back last year, right? We on a boot the ass tour. We just capped it off with a state championship. That's what I'm doing.
You already know what it is. 10, not 9. Let's go. Bring it down. Let's go.
Final words? Final words,
Caps on chapter 1.
Man, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Hey, Twin.
Bob called it, man.
I'll be here next year. Open the door next year. That same room.
Okay.
So what you call, Bob?
The same room.
You said they're gonna win it?
They're gonna be here next year.
gonna be here.
They're gonna repeat from me.
Okay.
From me, not even door, bro. From me.
I'll get you in your sleep.
What's the order, last one?
No, you good.
You still talking? Oh, okay.
You gonna let her talk to you like that, bro?
Nah, yeah, she got it. 1, 2, 3. So after winning with your parents and having all that support, to walk out and have 1,000 people waiting just for you to come up there and just receive that love,
What was that in that moment? Just like walking up there and just being so celebrated, where it's just like you said, now you've cemented that legacy, but now it's time for the people to give you that hug, and it's just like, what were the range of the emotions going through you while, like, I guess, feeling that love?
Man, I was trying to get out there as quick as possible. Everybody trying to do interviews, go here, go there. At one point, I was like, nah, man, I'm trying to go outside. They waiting for us. They waiting for the team. Let's go. And all I remember is we went running out that door. We was running out the door. We ran up the steps. And as soon as we walked up the steps, we just heard a loud yell of everybody just like, hey, congratulations and everything else. And that's when I knew, like, Largo basketball was back.
I guess for my last question, it's more of an open-ended for you. It's like, do you feel like you have any last words or anything special that you want to say to him? With just the journey that he's been on, and like, you've been there to watch, and I guess you took I'm not gonna say a humble approach, but just like, you kind of just took it in and been happy for him. Like, is there anything on your side that you've ever wanted to express to him or anything like that? That's just like, he's never heard you say, or like, you know what I'm saying, that you've experienced with him throughout all of this?
Probably just, man, you know, keep walking your path, man. Like you say, just not surreal, but just seeing the whole process of it from, like, yesterday was his birthday. It's like, man, everybody's showing the videos from when he was this, and this. And I think about, like, the happiest day for me as a person was, okay, man, I got a son on October 30th, 2006, having the success he's had as an individual on the court, off the court, man, just trying to tell him, hey, you know, just keep going. And just go straight and walk your path, you know, just beyond proud of him. Sometimes you really don't get a chance to do that because, you know, you're coaching him, he's on the team, you treat him as one of the kids, but it is your kid. But, you know, and it's not about not wanting to show favoritism. We tell all of them, say, man, which one of those are your son? They all are my sons. Oh, no, coach, which one are actually your kids? Well, you know, Kanan and Cam, you know, me and my wife, we had them, but we treat all of them the same. So sometimes he don't get a chance to just be, you know, the son of the father, because in all those settings, he's always been one of the guys, man. So he don't really necessarily get it. You know, we don't have our pregame handshake or hug or the walk like Deion does with his son before the game. It just hasn't really been like that. We're getting more to that point. I think it's just kind of happened naturally, but for me, it's always been, man, making sure he's getting what he needs to have as an individual and just as a person.
What I asked him essentially was to give you a message that he's never necessarily told you. I won't tell you what he said, but now in the inverse, I'm not gonna say I want you to give him a message, but talk about what that relationship means to you. Just like the last game y'all been together is really coming up, where it's like he's no longer gonna be your coach, he's never gonna be your coach again, he's just gonna be your dad, and honestly, your biggest fan. So now it's just like, what does that feel like? What is that relationship to you? Like, he is your dad, but he is also your coach, and been a big propellant to you being here. Because like I remember watching the videos with him, you and Abdul working out when you were like 7 in the yard, and it's like what started what this journey is for me watching you and, you know, seeing you grow. So it's just like, what does this feel like on the other side, where like we're almost done and like my dreams are attainable, and not gonna say because of you, but, you know, kind of because of you. It's like, you know.
I would say I appreciate him for keeping the dad role and the coaching role two different things. Like, if we're at home, I don't think he's ever, and I mean like no exaggeration, if we're at home, we may talk about the game a little bit. He may ask me what I thought about something, but if it ain't, but like he would never really do it as in like, oh, like we need to watch film, we need to do that. It's never that. I always think that he kept the dad role and the coach role two different places, two separate things. And that's the biggest thing that I would say I respected about him, because he never put too much pressure on me to be this or be that. Of course, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, every kid feels like, hey, their parent is on them, or like, you know, say like, oh, he's pressing me to do this. I don't know if I want to do it. But in reality, it was like he was preparing me for the world, preparing me for how they want to treat you as far as like the media, coaches, teammates. Everybody not going to like you. Everybody's not going to have the same mindset as you. But I feel like the biggest thing I can tell him that I'm grateful for is him just always knowing like the right thing to say, and just having a personality to him that didn't make it hard to play for him. It was never hard to play for my dad. No matter how many times we may argue or how many times we may be not seeing eye to eye, it always comes from a place of love and a place from like security. You know what I'm saying? You can ask any guy that ever played for my father. They think he's the greatest man walking. But of course, you tell him that to my 7, 8-year-old self, I'm like, man, he always yelling at me, he always saying something to me. When now it's like, when he's really kind of like taking a step back, like allowing me to process, it's like, well, all them talks when I was 7 and 8 are translated now where he doesn't really have to say much. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we really need to coach like 4 times in the game. he kind of looks at me like, well, I mean, everything that you need to know, I've already told you. And it really does like pay off like that. So, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing that I've come to realize as me being mature and me growing over is like everything he said when I was younger really translates to now. So like, that's kind of why he kind of takes a step back and allows me to figure it out more so than just be like a hovering dad. Like he's just there to be in the moment, happy to be around. And then of course, I would feel like I'm more grateful to put him in these positions too, because now he's talking to coaches that he's probably watched coach for forever, and now they're recruiting his son. So now it's like, hey, like he can probably tell these stories to these coaches, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying, we watching the Final Four, we watch you here. And I think that's why these coaches call him so much. Even the schools I'm not committed to, they still call him to this day, just because he shares these stories and these memories that he kind of creates within himself, which kind of spreads to others and builds something nice. So if I had to say something to my dad, probably just thank you. Probably just thank you for everything he does, and you know what I'm saying, just how he impacts other people's lives just outside of mine.
What does that say? I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving here with something.
Lose a game. Shit, we fighting. Something. I'm leaving with something.
And then with Michigan State, Tom Izzo, what are things out there?
Tom Izzo, I think it speaks for himself. He calls me recently every time and just like, man, like, you're my type of guy. Yeah. And with a Hall of Fame coach like that, if he's saying that you're his type of guy, then you got to entertain it and see what's going on. So with him, me personally, I love that at the fact like I'm his type of guy. I'm gonna go down there, see what he's talking about, see what their plan is, and just see like how they plan to get me to where I want to go.